Hello and welcome to Tell Me More. So we are back again, guys, with episode number 6, and I'm very proud. I think it's 6, right?
It is 6.
Yeah.
It is 6. Yes.
I'm very proud of the consistency that we've been high five.
Yes. We have sat down here in this very location
Yeah.
to shoot for 6 times.
Yeah.
And when we reach our 10th episode, we will get something for the wall, hopefully.
Yeah.
That's the
And
hope.
for our audio also.
Yes. If you guys keep watching and
Yeah.
keep encouraging us,
Yeah.
then that will be the
Then
best.
we'll be thinking of capital investments.
Yes. She is a finance person, so she takes capex decisions very seriously. So please support us so we can buy fancy things.
Yeah, okay. So today we have again a very interesting topic, which is soft girl era.
Yeah, it's a very
And-
comforting topic also, I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I really wanted to do it.
Yeah.
We have both gotten into our soft girl eras, I think,
Yeah.
after our teens and young adult life of hustling and running after the things that we want. We finally settled into our soft girl energies, and we wanted to talk a little bit more about that.
Yeah. So we have a different format today for this episode.
Yeah.
We'll be doing rapid fire questions.
Yes.
And I hope it makes it more intriguing and interesting.
Yes. It'll not be as spicy as Kejo's rapid fires, obviously. It'll be the opposite of that. It'll be very comforting and soothing, or
Yeah.
that's what we hope. So
And
grab
it will
your...
be more relatable.
Yes, that's also what we hope. Grab your
Cup of
teacups
tea.
or
Yeah.
water or whatever is your drink of choice,
Yeah.
and let's go.
We would suggest you have hibiscus tea.
Yes, it's great. It tastes really good though.
And it is full of intoxicants.
Antioxidants. Yes, they are also full of intoxicants if you mix certain additives. It is full of antioxidants. It's really good for you and it tastes really amazing.
Yeah.
Random plug for no reason. Moving
Okay. So let's start with our first question. What's your current favorite soft girl anthem?
on. My it's not a girly song or anything. There's this one song that is really calming and comforting to me, and I'm playing on loop nowadays. It's Duro Duro by Paresh Pahuja. It's
Okay.
beautiful, especially its live version from the Voice Notes concert that's on YouTube is lovely because he says this beautiful poem bit in the middle of
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
and it sounds wonderful.
So is it a romantic song?
It is a romantic song. I am a romance girly through
Yeah.
and through.
Both of us
Yes.
are.
Yes, so I love it. It's so soft, it's so soothing, and
Yeah.
it's so loving. It's very beautiful.
Yeah.
Even though it's in Punjabi, which is not a language that I understand very well,
Yeah.
I have made
But
an effort to
Punjabi
learn.
songs are very romantic.
Very
If you-
beautiful and it's very soft and
If you listen to Bari also, it's
Yeah,
very
I've not.
good.
I will
It's
give it a
very
shot.
good. You should listen.
I will.
It is a heartbreak song, but it is.
I
a
love
very
heartbreak
good, yeah.
songs. I'm not heartbroken at all, but I love heartbreak
Yeah.
songs. I have a Bollywood heartbreak playlist like star marked on my Spotify because I love sad
So
songs.
basically, it is a story like you start from a guy likes a girl
Yeah.
and the girl has closed her gates for any relationship
Okay.
because she was heartbroken previously,
Okay.
and then the guy is trying to convince her that
give love a
give
second
him a
chance.
chance. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's beautiful.
It's a very beautiful
I'll
song.
listen to it.
Yeah.
Lovely. All of you also listen to it and let us know how you liked it.
Yeah. So my favorite song would be currently it would be Who Says by Selena Gomez. I know it's not a very new song. It's a very
Doesn't
old
have to
song,
be.
but
Yeah.
it has been a constant for me. I'll always listen to it when I feel demotivated, when I feel very low in my life. So I will be like, I want the boost. I want my
That
Who Says.
energy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's that. Moving on to next question. One thing you've stopped feeling guilty about.
Okay, so I think I have stopped feeling very guilty about saying no to work that's not within my bandwidth. When I was younger, I was in the content writing industry and I constantly felt the pressure to take on more work to keep the clients happy so that they continue to give me the work that I needed to make the money that I wanted to make.
Yeah.
And that energy fueled a large part of my early days in my current professional life also. I used to constantly feel that I cannot say no to some sort of work, or I cannot let them know that I don't know how to do this, because then they'll judge me. Now I don't feel guilty or bad about saying no at all. If it's not within my bandwidth or expertise, I am upfront about it.
So basically you've set your boundaries that after this point I cannot take any more
and I'm
work.
honest about it also with them. I don't take that much additional stress that I'll have to kill myself over it.
See,
what's yours?
I have a similar thing only because previously I couldn't have a difference between my work life and personal life. I thought that if it's 12 a.m. in the night and I have something very important to do, I'll be doing that. Same. Knowing the fact that I have to give it tomorrow and someone has to present it tomorrow or something. I would take that pressure and then I would feel very guilty about if I couldn't do that work on time. But nowadays I am like, I need to
decompress and set boundaries.
Set boundaries that I need to have a different timing for my work life and a different timing for my personal life. And if I am enjoying my personal life, I wouldn't want my work life to get in
the way of it. So that is for me. I think I still sometimes stretch when it is required, but
even
of course as you do, I have seen you coming back pretty late for your previous role when you were working longer shifts. So of course we continue to stretch for our jobs, but if something is beyond our control and it doesn't happen, we no longer feel like it's our fault, which it's not our fault, obviously.
Actually. If I'm dependent on someone for data and that person is not giving me data, I can't do anything about it, and it's not my fault that I am not giving it.
You cannot force them to do their job for
and I clearly communicate this as well to the person who is demanding something from me, that it's not my job, I am dependent on someone, and if that person does not give me whatever is required to make that file or something,
so you can't do anything about it.
Correct. Exactly. So that I have learned and I have stopped feeling guilty about.
Nice.
Or else I would have been constantly on I have something to do and I need to give it to this person.
You lose sleep over it and be very anxious all the time. Same. Good. We have evolved now that our frontal lobes are fully developed.
We've matured as corporate girlies.
We truly have matured as corporate girlies. I wish I could bring this attitude to my personal life as well. To be less of a people pleaser sometimes. I'm not always a people pleaser because not everybody is pleased with me also. But sometimes I am a bit of a people pleaser, so I wish I could bring this energy to that zone as well.
Okay. Next question. Your softest habit right now?
My softest habit, in terms of daily habit, I think it's my skincare ritual only. It's something that I do every single day, no matter how tough the day has been. I always double cleanse, and I put on, even if I can't put on my serums, I'll go in with my moisturizer and I'll give it some time to soak in, and I'll decompress. I'll play some nice video in the background. So it's my softest habit. It has been for a while now, I think. It's very simple.
So both of us love doing skincare, and I don't remember the last time I skipped doing my skincare.
I cannot. So actually, when I was in my MBA college, so we have something called the sign out party. Once everybody in the batch is placed, you go to a club and party, right? And there was unlimited alcohol, and I got very inebriated by all the intoxicants that were there. So I came back to the hostel. I was not in my senses. I immediately fell asleep. This was at 2:30 a.m. whatever, in my hostel room. I was sleeping, and my roommate told me later, and I also vaguely remember it, I woke up at around 4 a.m, went to the washroom, did my skincare, came back and slept. I didn't change my clothes, I did my skincare. So it's a major priority for me.
Yeah, it is. And if I tell this to someone and then they don't understand my need of doing skincare, and I am like, dude, I don't know how to explain it to you, but I can't go without it.
It's like you can explain this to them by saying that how do you feel if you don't brush your teeth in the morning? That's what it feels like. Genuinely, like I can feel the mascara
But
on my
they
eyes.
don't understand that how come brushing, which is so important on an everyday basis, is compared with skincare, which
So
is less important to them.
So
I was-
skincare is getting so dirty throughout
Yeah.
the day. Would you not take a bath? Your face also needs to.
And
take
I
a-
to just say this to everyone that skin is your largest
Exactly.
organ, and you
It's-
need to take care of
it's
it. You
like
look-
healthcare at this point.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, anyways, my softest habit would be having a cup of green tea every single morning.
Yeah.
Like not even just green tea, anything in hot water.
We are just collecting various things we can put in
Yeah.
hot water. Hibiscus tea is one example.
So I like to soak in all of the
The-
morning things and the world. I need to like
the
just
peaceful energy in the morning.
get accustomed to the world first by drinking hot water.
Yeah. Tree juice.
Yeah.
Some form of tree juice you have to put in your system to
Yeah.
feel alive in the morning.
Yeah.
Fair. Same.
So,
My version is a little more aggressive. I
Yeah.
aggressively drink coffee to wake up.
I am not a coffee lover. I don't know. Don't come at me, please. I am a chocolate coffee lover.
She's a sweet Delhi ki
Yeah.
cold coffee lover.
Exactly.
So she's always
Delhi ki
decided-
street style cold
Yes.
coffee is my favorite cold coffee.
That
जो
comes in the
चुपचाप
plastic
50-60
glass.
रुपए में मिलती है. यहाँ पे वो कहीं नहीं मिल रही है मुझे.
जो plastic
भर
glass
भर
में
के
फिर
उसमें
cap-
चॉकलेट सॉस डालते हैं, पूरे से दिखता है पूरे उस कैप के अंदर वही उन्होंने डाला है. And they put ice cream also. So I love that. I love that. कि
I know
इतना sweet
exactly
बनाते
which cold
हैं.
coffee.
And थोड़ा सा बस sprinkle कर देते हैं वो कॉफी को.
वो cold coffee नहीं है.
Exactly. It is
वो-
not coffee.
वो एक flavored milk drink है.
It is a chocolate coffee flavor milk.
Yes.
Yeah. Milkshake.
Yeah, sadly Surti is unable to find this in Mumbai.
Yeah.
So
Because
startup idea for Mumbaikars.
Mumbai people are more towards iced coffee person. They lean
Yeah.
towards
I'm
iced coffee
a big
more.
iced coffee girl.
Yeah.
I am a
So I did not try iced coffee before coming to Bombay. So I have tried. Yeah.
Oh.
I was like, because I'm not a
coffee
foodie.
person.
I'm
Ah.
not a foodie. I just stick to one
cannot relate
thing.
to this. Cannot relate to this
I just stick
personality.
to one thing. If I find something that I love, I'll just
Have
I
that.
can have it on a daily basis. I can really have it
I
on a
can
daily
also,
basis.
but I also experiment. I think.
Yeah,
But
so I'm less experimental in terms of food. So
Yeah.
if I liked the coffee, I was like, okay, I will go there every single day and have
and
coffee.
I don't need any other option.
Yeah, exactly. So
I was a big chai person. Only recently I've become a huge coffee person since I've discovered better coffees. Pehle I used to have the Nescafe instant one.
yeah.
Now also I don't drink much better. I drink Nescafe Gold Blend, which is not fancy coffee, but it's slightly better, and I really love it. And I am a huge caffeine girl. Anything that has a lot of caffeine and is bitter, I love it.
Bitter.
Yes. And only
So
to match
like anything very sweet, and she likes anything bitter.
to match the bitterness of my heart.
Yeah, and it's the opposite in desserts. She likes to order dessert. I hate ordering desserts. Like I have never done that at any restaurant. Like
Never
I have
ordered
never ordered
I
desserts.
think my ordering desserts is not linked to the fact that I like to eat the dessert. It's to do with my consumeristic attitude. I'm like
that you like to experience the whole food thing.
after eating, I'm like, ho gaya.
Like you
Abhi-
need to start with starters and then have
Yes.
main course and then have
Yes.
dessert and with alongside with the drink.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I feel like if the food is over, I'm like, oh, is my visit to the restaurant over?
Yeah.
So I want to prolong it a little bit by getting a dessert. And after the dessert, I know I have to leave now. So yeah, it's got more to do with that. I should talk about this in therapy. I don't have a therapist also. Guys, you can
have
do.
me, you forgot.
Please help
We
me.
talked about this in the last episode.
I am still asking people for money
Yeah.
to get me to a therapist. Anyway, jokes apart.
Okay, one thing it's not in my habit but I really want to inculcate is journaling.
Okay. Yeah.
I really want to start doing it, but I have never found that day yet.
I have accepted at a very young age that journaling will never be my jam.
I really want to do that because I want to look back to it and
and remember
remember
you
what
were.
all happened in that day and what I was feeling at that point of time.
So my when I was younger.
Although I'm not good at words, but
No, you're pretty good with words.
no.
So when we were younger, I think Dear Diary used to be such a thing, right? And there were
I want to write it in that style only.
Dear
Even
Diary.
if I write it in Dear Diary. Yeah.
this person angered
This
me.
happened.
So I had downloaded the Dear Diary ka application on my desktop, and I
Oh.
wanted to write, and I put a password on it. Not that my parents were very tech savvy; they were not checking my computer. But I wanted to maintain a diary, but I failed at it very badly, and I accepted it would never happen. My friend gave me a set of printed papers, like colored papers, जिसमें ऊपर लिखा था Dear Future Rushali. Then नीचे लिखा था from present Rushali. Okay, she had given me the set of letter papers, and I was meant to write to my future self. Very beautiful concept. Did not use a single page of it. I used the opposite side to do random hisab.
So I want to have a proper aesthetic
I will give you
journal,
one.
and then
We will track your journaling.
Roshali has been my secret Santa for all year long.
Yes.
The moment I mention something, she just buys it for me.
I bought only one.
No, two things.
What is
The
it?
Miniso one.
Oh, you didn't mention it also. I think I just wanted to buy it. I was like, you like. Somebody has to like it. Take it immediately. Yeah, I will get you a journal also, and then we will track it. And you must all hold her accountable now.
Yes, I really want to build that habit.
Yes. In the morning, I will ask for homework. Have you done journaling yesterday?
Yeah.
Good shortcut habit.
Or we can do some things like positive affirmations of the day, like I want to feel like this today, something like that. I want to feel happy.
I think it works for many people.
It works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I can't see myself doing that. I have too much
a
self-hate.
positive affirmations person.
I have too
So-
much self-loathing into positive affirmations.
I don't loathe myself, but I just don't speak to myself. That's that.
I do speak to myself sometimes. So I have a WhatsApp group with myself where I send
Yeah.
important information. We
Yeah.
all do at this point, right? So and I sometimes send motivational lines to myself in that group. Okay, Rushali, babe, you have 15 minutes. That's a lot of time. You can do it. I things like this, but other than that, I can't do positive affirmations. I can do gentle parenting to myself.
Okay. Next question. This we took a lot of time to answer. It was not
Rapid.
clearly not a rapid answer.
Yeah, it's just medium speed
we
fire.
like to talk. We like to share. So yeah, and that's why you are here to hear us talk.
This is medium speed fire. Yeah.
Okay. What's your I deserve this splurge item?
Ooh, a lot of things. I keep telling myself this when I'm buying expensive things.
Exactly. I
I
have the same mindset. Anything I like, I'll be like, yes, I deserve this. I want to order this. I want to wear it today.
Yes, our security guard bhaiyas will be able to vouch for
Yeah.
this. Both of us have a lot of parcels coming in.
They keep on calling us every single morning and then parcel आया है ऊपर भेज दे क्या हम?
Like, have you not understood us by now?
Yeah.
We thought we were on the same page.
It's been 4 months since we are living
Yes.
here.
Please send it up or keep it with yourself. They are ours. We
Yeah.
claim every parcel that comes our way. So I deserve this moment. Many moments. I've had too many moments to count. I bought my pink iPhone. I bought the pink iPhone 16 recently. I had gone to the store to buy some other phone entirely. But I splurged on the iPhone 16 just because it was pink. And I told myself I deserve it. And on a very regular basis, I tend to go to a Starbucks and order my go-to drink, which is an iced matcha latte with one shot of espresso and one pump of vanilla. And so basically I have this history where when I was younger, I used to think that, these foreign brands will be so expensive and I don't think I'll be ever able to afford all of this.
Yeah.
But once I started working and making my own money, affording Starbucks was a big deal for me. Now, of course, it's not such a big deal for anybody anymore. In metros, everybody can easily go to a Starbucks.
Yeah.
Not everybody, that sounds tone deaf. A lot of people readily go to these coffee outlets, but for me that association is still there.
It has become a very common thing. It was not
when we were
previously.
younger.
When
right.
we were younger, it was not at all.
It was not. It was a big deal to
it
be
was
able
a
to
very
go.
big deal
Yeah.
to just go to Starbucks and even look at it and
Yeah.
eat something. Like,
Now it's been very
it was a
normalized.
crime to order something at Starbucks, honestly, because you were
Yeah.
like, oh my god, you're spending 500 rupees
For
on
a
just
coffee.
one drink.
Yes. Now it's become very normalized. The
Yeah.
premiumization of urban India is quite real.
Yeah.
So anyway, I have that association still in my head that this is my sign that I've made it and I deserve it because I'm working and I've studied and I've worked my way up to it. So I deserve this 500 rupee. Not coffee, matcha drink. Yeah.
Yeah. So I did the same thing with iPhone. I purchased it like 2 years back.
Yeah.
But that was my splurge because I was like, I deserve to, because the main focus for me is the camera. Of course.
We are clearly
Oh,
on the
we
same
synced.
page on this. Yes.
Zing.
This is This is the iPhone in question.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a good investment to have.
And for
always.
me, perfumes as well. I love spending on perfumes. I would literally select any perfume that I like. I would be like, it's okay, I deserve it, because I genuinely use it on
Yeah.
an everyday basis,
Yeah.
like a lot. So, and I am a very big perfume enthusiast. So I would be like, I love it.
Okay, so let's switch sides. I will ask you the questions now and I'll also answer. Please drink your hibiscus tea. I have finished mine. So the next question is, do you prefer to text or call when you are low? What's your...
Oh, I've always been a call person.
Always?
Like, always. I
Okay.
have never liked texting at all. Previously, when I was in school, I hated when someone texted. I
Really?
immediately texted them back that if you have something to tell me,
Yeah.
you have to call.
I was the
can't talk.
opposite. I was the opposite.
Yeah.
Like, cannot. I used to hate calls. I used to hate people who called me without notice. If somebody wanted to talk to me, like just chit chat with me, they would have to drop me a message that I want to call you. What time is okay?
Yeah.
Without that, if people called me to chit chat without any emergency, I was like, what is wrong with you? I used to hate it. Now,
Now
surprisingly,
I've become more of a text person
Oh.
also.
I have become more of a call person.
No.
You
I
have
still
become-
am the call person,
Huh.
but if someone texts, I will text them back.
And you don't
It's
hate
like-
them for texting.
Yeah, exactly. But I
Yeah.
still hate Instagram texting.
I also hate Instagram texting. Instagram is not a texting platform
It is
at
not
all.
at all. It is just you share reels, you like, you
Yes.
comment, and that's
Real
it.
conversation should happen on WhatsApp.
WhatsApp, yeah.
Also, Instagram messaging does not have the right features. I think you cannot search for a certain message properly.
Yeah.
It's just very difficult to navigate. It feels like a very suffocating chat box.
Yeah, exactly.
I love
exactly.
WhatsApp in comparison. I have always been a texter. I'm still a texter, but I prefer calls a lot more now, especially for detailed conversations. If there's any gossip, I would love to get on a call and discuss it. If there's something I want to share about my day, I'd prefer a call. But the middle ground is voice notes. Love voice notes.
True.
Yeah.
true.
Anybody
Even I
can
love
listen
voice
to
notes.
it at their convenience,
Yeah.
and it suits both the purposes.
Especially whenever once I've started working, I
Yeah.
know the importance of voice notes
Yes.
a lot more, because I am constantly in meetings and I can't always pick
Pick
up
up calls.
everyone's call.
Yeah.
So I would be just voice note me, and so that you
Yeah.
don't have to
Yeah, you're not getting carpal tunnel for
Yeah.
typing long messages. And you can also share whatever you want to share, and your friend can respond at their
And
convenience.
I feel like on calls and on voice notes, you get to know the emotion of that person
Yeah.
also, because if you like are talking about something that's very exciting,
Yeah.
so you'll be like very happy, you'll have a very happy tone,
Yeah.
and then it'll come across
Yeah, you
as a
need the
happy tone
non-verbal
also.
cues also.
Yeah.
That
In texting, a lot of people just misunderstand a lot of
Yes.
things as well.
Yes.
So if you are fighting, I would just ask
Oh,
you.
I like to fight on
not
text.
Even I like to fight
Yeah,
on text
because-
because I can properly frame three
yes,
things.
I write
what
very
I
long
want to say.
rational messages.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because if I fight in person, then I am very irrational. I'll cry. I'll say stupid shit.
मेरे से तो बोला ही नहीं जाता है, फिर मैं ऐसे चुप हो जाती हूँ कि अभी आगे क्या बोलना
मैं
है.
बहुत
टेक्स्ट के
बोलती
अंदर में मैं दिमाग के अंदर में मेरे को रहता है कि ये बोलना है, ये
Fighting
I
on
have
text is
things.
good.
हाँ, लिस्ट आई हैव अ लिस्ट कि मेरे को ये चीजें पता नहीं है इसको. बट ऑन लाइक इफ आई एम फाइटिंग विद यू इन पर्सन, आई वुड बी लाइक ठीक है ना यार,
हाँ,
क्या
फिर
ये
याद
क्यों
नहीं
ना?
आता. Once you write
Exactly.
down, once you document things, it makes more sense in your head also.
Exactly.
Love texting for fights.
Yeah.
So if any of you want to fight with us for any of our opinions,
But
Text.
I would still ask you guys not to fight on text, because a lot of times a lot of things are misunderstood.
yeah, true.
Because you might be talking in some other tone and somebody
Yes,
might
especially when
understand.
emotions are charged, it's very easy to
Yeah.
misunderstand.
Yeah.
That's very, very true. Okay, so what is your favorite time of the day when you decompress?
Oh, breakfast.
I am not a morning
Breakfast is my
person.
favorite time because I love to like sit and watch vlogs or
Yes.
watch podcasts
Yeah.
and just listen to whatever I want to and eat my favorite food, because breakfast is my favorite food
Yeah.
item. So not item, the
But
food
the
timing.
yeah,
So
favorite meal of the day.
yeah, favorite meal of the day, because lunch I have in office, so
Yeah, which is-
I have a lot of restrictions in office that I can't do this and I
Yeah.
can't do that, and I have to sit around with my colleagues. A lot of times I'm forced to, and a lot of time
Oh no.
I want to. So yeah, just pick whatever suits your description.
Yes,
you
I-
think in your mind, but yeah,
Fill in the blanks.
yeah.
So breakfast
And
is your
dinner, a lot of times, like I don't reach home on time, and
Yeah.
there's no fixed timing for me to
and
have
also the food
dinner.
is not fresh.
Yeah, the food is not fresh.
Breakfast
yeah.
food is always fresh.
Yeah.
I am the opposite. I think I'm not a morning person at all. I mean, because I live with you, I tend to have breakfast nowadays because there's breakfast made.
Yeah.
But if I was living on my own, I would not get breakfast made.
Yeah.
Because I can easily skip breakfast. I don't much care about the morning time. I'm forced into this world.
You
in
also
the
do
morning.
IF a lot, right?
Yeah, I used to do IF very regularly पहले. अभी तो इतना regular नहीं होता, खाना होता है तो खा लेती हूँ. But morning is not my jam at all. My favorite time of the day is night. After 12:30, where
You're a nocturnal.
yes, when everybody has settled down. Like genuinely one of my favorite things to do is to have biryani while watching some YouTube video at night in my room in the AC. Great feeling, top tier feeling.
So both of us are doing the same thing.
But at different times of the day.
Yeah, but at different times of the day, and whatever is not advised to specifically do, watch something while you're eating. Both
Oh.
of us love to do that.
It's fine. We are Gen Z. We must do some things we are blamed for. The Gen Z is blamed for so many things.
Yeah.
So we must live up to that reputation, guys. As much as I hate to acknowledge that I'm Gen Z, I am.
Yeah.
So I'll act like it.
Why do you hate to acknowledge that you're Gen Z?
Because I don't relate to a lot of Gen Z habits.
Yeah, same.
Yes, that's a conversation for another day. But yeah, generally I don't like a lot of.
But at least you relate to the night time.
Yes, I think some people in the world are just built in a way where their circadian rhythm is
Yeah.
towards
Yeah.
the nocturnal model, right? But somehow the world operates according to the schedules of morning people, and we have to sort of follow suit. But my productivity is much better after the sun sets. always. I'm happier, I can work better, and everything works better
Mine
for
is
me.
the opposite.
Yeah, but you're a proper morning person. You also work out in the morning. I could never. I could absolutely never.
I have requested Roshali a lot of times to tag along with me
In the morning.
to the gym.
For-
But
Yeah, we were just having a conversation before recording. And I was telling her that today I went to work out at 6.
Yeah.
She was like, 6 a.m. in the morning? And I told her I'd rather kill myself. So, I cannot work out in the morning. If I work out in the morning, I'll never work out again. So,
you'll never work out again.
I think it will make me so unhappy.
You should come along.
I
with
have
me.
tried.
I would say never. You should
I have
come
actually
along with
tried working out in the morning and before at home.
Okay.
And it's just tired me out so much because I'm always tired in the morning. Even if I've had 8 hours of sleep, I'm tired.
me. Yeah.
I don't know why.
That too, I think, is a corporate girly thing.
No, this I have always had. As a child also. And also as a Bengali, I need to take my nap in the afternoon.
Oh, yeah.
Now I don't get to take afternoon naps, sadly. But we are ladkhor people. That's the word that Bengalis use. If anybody has heard. So yeah.
Is it a Bengali word?
It is a Bengali word.
Lad khor.
Ladkhor, yes. A lad is just the feeling of lazing around.
The accent that you used, I did not think that it was a Bengali word.
It is a Bengali
I
word.
thought in Bengali it would be pronounced as Lord khor.
Everything is not O in
something
Bengali.
maybe.
No, it's ladkhor. That is also a sound in Bengali. I'm teaching Spurti to read and write in Bengali. She can now say Shongbad Potro.
Yeah. And Jol Khabu.
Jol Khabu. Yes. Everything does not have O in Bengali. Okay. Oh wow, we have been talking for quite some time. Let's go into the last few. So, what's your bare minimum self-care routine? Like on a very tough day, what is the minimum you would definitely do for yourself?
Skincare.
Same.
Skincare.
I might cut down on a few serums and
Yeah.
all, but double
I will
cleansing
not have a 10-step routine, but I will still have a 5-step routine.
for sure. Like I will never
Cleanse.
double cleanse for sure because I need to get my sunscreen off at night.
Yeah.
And I will at least put my azelaic acid for my spots, and I'll put a moisturizer, and I'll wait for it to soak in before I sleep.
Yeah.
What would your skincare routine be on a real tough day?
On a real tough day, I would prefer applying glycolic or salicylic acid serum so that it's a one-off serum that I can use and I don't need to add
Use other actives.
I don't need to use other active because glycolic acid in itself is a very potent acid.
Yeah, you shouldn't be mixing H's
Yeah.
and BHs with a lot of other actives on the same day, usually,
Yeah.
typically.
And then apply moisturizer after cleansing and serum.
Nice. Fair. That's a very short and sweet routine, but we'll never
And
skimp
eye
on that.
cream also.
Okay. You are an eye cream person.
Nowadays, I cannot go without eye cream. Like I feel very dry under my eyes because I feel like because I'm constantly on laptop and working
Possibly.
on 2 desktops now.
That's flex, but that's a flex. That's not a soft girl flex, but that's a corporate girly flex.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh. What is the one thing that, let us do this as our last question, and I think this will be like a good thing to talk about. What is the one thing you've unlearned?
I would say not taking care of myself because I have been very focused on taking care of my health as
Yeah.
well as my skin, which also is considered as a healthcare only.
Yes.
But I
For
am
sure.
specifically saying skin because it is very dear to me
Yeah.
to take care of my skin. So
True.
Yeah.
Like that self-care aspect you have really incorporated in your daily life. And
So I would try to avoid things that I know that will harm my body. So I would try to avoid doing that.
True. Similarly, I think I have also evolved to, unlearn a lot of these unhealthy habits that compromise my long-term health and well-being. I think one of the things I've really unlearned is that when I was younger, I was very, I was really into the hustle culture, and I had mindless, reckless ambition almost. Not reckless in an immoral way, but reckless in a way that harms me. That I used to feel that I have to really push myself to the brink to achieve something, to get a job, to make money, to be successful. And I used to really like work till the wee hours of the morning and have a very difficult schedule and push myself a lot. Now I have learned to cap it at a certain level, that I'm okay if I have this level of success. I have also stopped comparing myself to a lot of my peers and what metrics of success they have in their lives. So I have a lot more forgiving towards myself, and I've unlearned this mindless ambition so that I'm happier and healthier in the longer term.
I think I have done the same. I have not become less ambitious, but since taking care of self
Yes.
comes under this genre only, so I would be saying that I want to dedicate specific time to do what I'm ambitious about, but
Yeah.
I don't want to over push myself to an extent where the next day I'm feeling so tired and so sleepy that I could not do any single thing, and I want to build it as a habit rather than just doing it as a one-off thing. So I
Correct.
would be like, I'll not stretch a single day and do a lot of work and then be burnt out, and then the next day I will be like, oh no, ये तो मुझसे बिल्कुल भी नहीं हो रहा. I would not
So
want
basically
to reach
keeping
that
it slow
level.
and steady.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, of course. Even I'm
Slow
not.
and steady wins the race.
I also don't care much about winning the race at this point. I just want to do right by myself,
Yeah.
so that I'm in a good place and I'm happy and healthy along the way. I still have a lot of very unhealthy habits.
Yeah, same.
But it takes time to work on it, right? We are still.
We are not perfect.
Yeah, we are.
And we don't want to be perfect.
Nobody can be.
There was a time I wanted to achieve perfectionism. I was like, कोई भी मुझे देखे, they would be like, ये लड़की तो भाई साहब इतनी perfect है, मतलब in every aspect I wanted to be perfect, and I would be very conscious about other things as well, कि ये ढंग से नहीं हुआ है, वो ढंग से नहीं हुआ है, and I would take a lot of stress and I would be very anxious about everything that I do. But now I have toned down a bit.
We've accepted that it's not possible to be perfect for anybody, not just us. So it's okay. That's our true soft girl realizations.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I hope you guys liked this episode. Please drop your soft girl realization or habits that we can also, learn from and borrow from in the comments.
We would love to inculcate any habit because we love to experiment on
we have to explore new things, right? So if you have a life hack that can, enhance our soft girl era, please drop that in the comments. We would love to hear from you. And we'll see you in the next episode.
Okay, see ya. Bye-bye.